So glad you could be here for another amazing episode of the Broadway show. I'm Tamsen Fadal. Let's get started. Into the Woods is back on Broadway, featuring a who's who of our favorite stars of the stage, including Patina Miller, Sarah Bareilles, Gavin Creel, Philippa Sue, and one of my favorites, Brian Darcy James. Good to see you, as always.
Great to see you.
Let's jump in and talk about what we're standing outside of Into the Woods. Congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
This is an incredible show, right?
It is an incredible show, and it's coming from an incredible production at New York City Center. The show is gorgeous. It's Stephen Sondheim, James Lapine. Most people know it, but if you don't, it's a real treat. It's a real treat.
Stephen Sondheim, sadly, we lost him, and for you to be part of a show like this, what does that mean? It's got to have some extra meaning, really, right now.
It does. We're all absorbing his loss in this community and beyond, and to be able to have the chance to give voice and embodiment to the things that he's written and the way he's constructed these beautiful, contributions to, musical theater is really special. So we all miss him, but I think we all feel a certain sense of pride and responsibility in keeping that legacy very much alive.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the longing.
Into the woods to have the child.
To wed the prince.
To get the money.
Talk a little bit about this cast you're with, because you got some special names up there with you,
One of the great things about the show, and there are many, is that it is a true ensemble piece in that all of the weight is distributed very equally and importantly among all these great characters.
Right.
And what I love about it is there is a true sense of community within it feels like an acting troupe that might go on the road and just really live and breathe together for a long time. We already have that, which is, I think, kind of lucky.
Yeah.
When everyone and anyone and everyone gets up to bat, it's like an all-star assembly of people. And so when you have that caliber of talent delivering this kind of material, which is intricate and complex and profound and deeply moving and very funny. I mean, it's everything. It really is. The match between material and the people that are doing it it's quite astounding. So I'm very proud to have been inserted into this equation.
Officer Club Key. Grub you!
I feel like you have so much experience working in all different areas, because every time I look up, I'm like, he's on my TV. He's in this movie. He's in that. I mean, you really do have that. You always make sure, though, that you have a foot here on the stage too, right?
Well, I wish I could say that's my plan, to kind of design it that way. It certainly is a desire of mine to, when given the chance, I'm more than happy to take it, because it is the thing that I started doing. It's been the bulk of my career. I've spent most of my time in my career on stage. And to be here at the St. James, where I did something rotten, it is coming back to an incredible theater with such history. And again, to be in a Stephen Sondheim show, and again, James Lapine shall not be overlooked as well. It's a really special thing. This is my first Broadway show, my first theatrical job back since COVID.
Right.
It's a profound feeling to know that I still have an opportunity to work. People still do have a chance to come to the theater. All of my compatriots have jobs here and elsewhere, regionally as well. I mean, there is a sense of trying to kind of make things happen. So I'm very happy about that.
What does it feel like? I think that it hit me, it hit me at the Tonys. I went, oh wow, it really is back, and we're here, and it's really happening. But I have to imagine when you stand up on stage and you look out and you realize everybody's back, and a little scared at first,
Sure,
right?
sure.
It's got to feel that much better.
Sure, it feels great. I mean, there's uncertainty, of course, but I think the ratio of confidence to uncertainty is increasing, and confidence is favored. But look, and that's what this show is about. I mean, not to be too pat about it, but it is about going into the metaphorical woods of life and trying to understand, where do I go, the decisions that I make, and the responsibilities I have to other people. What does that mean? I mean, there's so many questions that are asked, and I hope answered. I think they are quite beautifully within the context and the words of this show. It's been said many times, and way more eloquently than I will, but this show pops up when we need it. It started during the AIDS crisis in the late 80s. It came about again after 9/11 in the shadow of that. And here
Wow.
we are, kind of absorbing the shock of a complete societal, transformation based on COVID. So there is a certain sense of urgency and special pride in telling that story.
That's really interesting to note, though, the different times that this has happened.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, talk to me about the other projects you're working on right now. I saw one for HBO Max with Nicole Kidman, right?
Yes, Nicole Kidman is producing an HBO Max series called Love and Death, starring Elizabeth Olsen. It's a true crime story based on a 1981 murder.
Isn't it amazing how obsessed we are with true crime?
Yeah. It's people want to see that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to delve into why that may be, but
Either.
I have a job because of it, so I guess
I
I can't
know.
complain too much. And then I'm also doing a show on Apple Plus called Dear Edward. I'm doing a fantastic movie that Rebecca Miller has written and has directed called She Came to Me, starring Anne Hathaway, Peter Dinklage, Marissa Tomei.
That's
That's
exciting.
fantastic. That was all shot here in New York City. So yeah, I've got some irons in the fire.